Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The first WWE Premium Live event after WrestleMania 41 will be Backlash 2025. Triple H and the creative team have been working tirelessly to craft a stacked card for the event, and the current lineup seems promising. John Cena and Randy Orton are set to headline the show, with the last real champion putting his undisputed WWE title on the line. While Cena's championship reign seems safe as of now, the game might have hinted at a massive title change at Backlash on this week's Raw. Going by recent developments, Becky Lynch seems destined to dethrone Lyra Valkyria as the Women's Intercontinental Champion in St. Louis. This week, fans saw the go-home episode of Raw before Backlash. With the program, Triple H might have confirmed that a massive title change is coming this weekend. On Raw, Becky Lynch came out to address her betrayal of Lyra Valkyria. She even called the Women's Intercontinental Champion garbage. Considering how big-time Bex buried her rival on the Red Show, she could win the Women's Intercontinental title at Backlash. Lynch insulted Bayley after revealing that she took her out to steal her spot at WrestleMania. The man said she needed to be thanked for taking out the garbage, referring to Bayley. Following Lynch's insult, Lyra confronted the former women's world champion and had the final laugh. Traditionally, in WWE, the competitor who stands tall in the final segment before a premium live event often ends up losing. Hence, the man could win the Women's Intercontinental Championship in St. Louis and then begin a storyline against Bayley. The role model has also expressed that she wants to win the Intercontinental title to become a two-time WWE Grand Slam champion. Hence, she could eventually defeat Lynch for the gold if the latter wins at Backlash. Becky Lynch winning the Women's Intercontinental title could be beneficial for the division. During her potential championship reign, the man could put over more up-and-coming talents like Valkyria. Lynch has a high-profile feud against Bayley lined up after possibly capturing the title. Moreover, Valkyria defeating the man immediately upon her comeback might not be the right move. Hence, Triple H could book the upstart to lose to Lynch and continue chasing the gold alongside the role model. With Backlash 2025 around the corner, fans' excitement is at an all-time high. It will be interesting to see how the title bout plays out. Nayan is a WWE news and features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. After completing his bachelor's degree in mass communication from Potter International, he began working as a YouTube script writer. Nayan then transitioned to Pinkvilla as a combat sports writer. He gained valuable experience there before finally coming under the banner of Sportskeeda. Within 1.5 years, Nayan has written over 1,000 articles, interviewed MFN promotion owners, and conducted a Twitter campaign that gained over 50 retweets and more. He puts fact-checking and mindful journalism above everything by applying a 3-check method, where he tries to verify reports from reliable sources and cross-check whether other major publications have covered them. Looking back at his association with pro wrestling, Nayan recalls being hooked on the sport after watching Shawn Michaels vs. The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Since then, the product has been an inseparable part of his life. Apart from the Heartbreak Kid being Nayan's favorite wrestler for his confidence and charisma, he is also a fan of Brock Lesnar due to the Beast's work speaks louder than words attitude. In a sport where misdirection is often as valued as muscle, WWE's Chief Content Officer Triple H may have just let the cat out of the bag, or at least nudged it halfway out. During an electrifying episode of Monday Night Raw this past week, fans caught what might be the most subtle, and possibly intentional, tease of a monumental title change coming at WWE Backlash 2025. And if what fans suspect is true, the entire power structure of WWE could be about to shift. It was billed as just another State of the Championship address. Triple H, flanked by Raid of General Manager Adam Pearce, entered the ring during the second hour of the show, microphone in hand and a sleek grin on his face. His stated purpose? To comment on the aftermath of Money in the Bank 2025, where tensions between champions and challengers have reached a fever pitch. But what started as a standard corporate update quickly took a turn when the subject turned to the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, currently held by the seemingly unstoppable Roman Reigns. Every dynasty, Triple H said, his voice dipping just enough to raise suspicion, has its breaking point, and every king eventually meets his reckoning. Triple H is no stranger to layered promos. In the past, he's hidden match announcements, superstar returns, and brand realignments in plain sight. But this moment, particularly the phrase breaking point, stood out. It's a term that has rarely been used in reference to Roman's current run, which many fans and analysts have described as the most dominant title reign in modern WWE history. And yet, just as notable was the way the camera panned to a backstage monitor showing Cody Rhodes watching the segment intently. The American Nightmare didn't speak, didn't move, but the close-up on his expression, focused, a hint of a smirk, was all the internet needed to explode with theories. Scheduled to take place in Toronto, Canada, WWE Backlash 2025 has, until now, flown somewhat under the radar compared to the glitz of SummerSlam or the prestige of WrestleMania. But if Triple H's cryptic words are to be believed, the event could become the setting for one of the most shocking title changes in years. Roman Reigns is set to defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship in the main event against Cody Rhodes, who earned his opportunity after winning the Elimination Chamber back in February. While many believed the match would serve as yet another notch in Reigns' belt, this week's Raw may have shifted the narrative entirely. Triple H closed his segment by saying, "At Backlash, the landscape will change, whether the tribal chief likes it or not." Let's not forget, Triple H is a student of the game, literally and figuratively. As the architect behind NXT's Black and Gold era, he's known for long-term storytelling, red herrings, and symbolic foreshadowing. WrestleMania 40 was a key example. Many believed Cody would finally dethrone Roman at the show of shows. Instead, the Bloodline's interference once again ensured that the head of the table walked out with gold. Fans were frustrated, but Triple H remained silent. Until now. If this week's Raw was any indication, that silence may have been part of a larger narrative arc, one that culminates at Backlash 2025 with Rhodes finally toppling Reigns in front of a red-hot Canadian crowd. Beyond the storylines, there's a business reason this title change could be happening now. WWE is undergoing a transformative era. The TKO Group Holdings merger has ushered in a new generation of executives, with stockholders closely watching ratings, merchandise sales, and international expansion. And while Roman Reigns has been an incredible draw, there's a growing sentiment that the company needs a full-time champion once again, someone who appears weekly, defends regularly, and ushers in a new era. Cody Rhodes, with his passionate fan base, merch sales, and media appeal, is a prime candidate to be that champion. Triple H's landscape will change comment could be more than a storyline tease. It could be a quiet promise to fans and shareholders alike that WWE is ready to evolve. Within minutes of the segment airing, hashtags like #TripleLeak, #BacklashSpoiler, and #FinishTheStory were trending worldwide. Some fans applauded the subtlety, while others criticized what they saw as an accidental spoiler. Triple H just casually told us Cody's winning at Backlash, and nobody blinked. Long-term storytelling masterclass. Or maybe he wants us to think Cody is winning so Roman can crush our dreams again. You never know with Papa H. And that's the genius of it. Whether it was a genuine leak or a well-orchestrated red herring, the seeds of doubt have been planted. And Backlash 2025 just became the most talked-about event of the summer. In wrestling, perception is everything. A single word, a look, or a well-timed pause can set the fandom ablaze with speculation. Triple H knows this better than anyone. And this week's Raw might have been a masterclass in creative misdirection. But make no mistake, whether intentional or not, the signal is clear. Backlash 2025 is no longer a placeholder event. It could be the night Cody Rhodes finishes the story. Or it could be the night Roman Reigns proves, once and for all, that his throne is unshakable. And somewhere backstage, with that trademark smirk, Triple H will be watching it all unfold, just the way he planned.